The young millennials, they make their own rules no matter what the case is, no matter how bad. If you can connect with them, and it's this distrust of the government kind of deal, and they're coming out and they're serving.
We should not cheer the disregard of the law and facts in the judicial system.
And I don't think
that is nothing to cheer about.
Yeah, I don't think the millennials per se distrust the government. I don't think that at all. Because I mean, I think the reality is that millennials want the government in their life more than anything. Oh. They don't want to. What you see is a generation who doesn't really want a 40-hour week. They want a 35-hour work week.
We're in France?
Yeah, I mean, but they do want. They don't want.
They're the ones supporting socialism, and if you don't trust the government, why would you support a philosophy that gives it more power and grows it?
Yeah.
They're good with the government when it comes time to looking at their college loan statements. They're real good with the government then.
Yeah. I think there's another factor that we're leaving out here. One of the reasons why we see the defense prevailing in many more jury trials now than when I started off is because there are so many more cases that are being tried now that would never have made it to a jury. Now, why is that?
Tell us.
I think it's because these prosecutors don't have the testicular fortitude to dismiss a case that damn well ought to be dismissed. 25, 30 years ago, a prosecutor didn't get in trouble when they dropped a charge. Now they get caught on the carpet in front of their chief, and they're too scared, because the sad thing is, a lot of times, and I can't tell you the number of prosecutors who've told this to me, I can't dismiss that. I'll get in trouble with my division chief. It's not about justice so much. It's about these little yuppies' careers.
I agree with you to a point. I think as a whole, what we're seeing is, though, and this is part of the problem with the expansion of the legal profession, is you're really getting people who shouldn't be lawyers. Okay.
You call them judges.
Well, no. I mean, look, what I'm saying is, you've got people who they really aren't qualified to be lawyers. They've gone to a law school that they probably wouldn't exist but for the great expansion of these ABA law schools. I mean, I just see it that there are people out there who totally lack the ability to evaluate a case. And they went to law school, but they don't understand the law. They don't know how to read a case. They don't know how to research. They don't know. You hand them a case law, and they look at you like, a cow standing in a pasture chewing cud. I mean, they just...
The other problem is
they just don't get it.
So many of these young prosecutors have a very narrow frame of reference in their life.
I was thinking about that.
I like to call them debutantes against crime.
Right.
The only black guy they ever spoke to in their life was mowing their lawn, and now all of a sudden they have to sit in judgment of a very wide range of all the different strata of society.
You as the elder statesman at the table, but us as a couple of middle-aged guys, and you've still got your youthful good looks, but
I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'm 35.
Baby Julio. But there is nothing worse than going into a misdemeanor court and having some 24-year-old tell you, "Oh, this is something. This is the way it ought to be." It's like, all right,
sure.
24-year-olds telling you about.
And look, and this is not. I mean, this is not bag on people just out of law school, because we were all there at one point. And we've all said and done things and make mistakes. But I feel like I came up at a time where you were taught, okay, listen to people, learn from people, and respect what people who have been in this business for a long time have to say. You don't go up to somebody who's been practicing law for 25 years and give them the finger and say, I know better than you.